Hi, my name is Nekoda, and I'm here to talk about Habitat for Humanity. Habitat for Humanity is a nonprofit organization that helps families and communities that are in need of many things. They believe in affordable housing for those who cannot provide that for themselves. Habitat for Humanity was founded in 1979. They were started by a woman named Linda Fuller and a man named Miller. They partnered together to start Habitat for Humanity to help those in need. It started as a very small organization slash business, and it slowly started to grow. It eventually caught on to the President of the United States, who was at the time was Jimmy Carter, and he promoted it, and from then really it's just grown tremendously. And it's reached its peak. Once it reached its peak, it started to grow a lot slower, but once it exploded, it really helped them. So, for example, Habitat for Humanity would help somebody that has just lost their house, or their house has been damaged so they cannot stay in that house for the time being and can't afford that. They would help a small family. Imagine a small metal room that was unpainted, uninsulated, and had no windows, and there were a family living in there. They would go places like that and help families like that who do not have anything and cannot provide for themselves, and they would go in there and help them. They help about 5 million Americans, about every year. The numbers have changed a little bit due to COVID. There's been nothing put out about that really yet, besides that the number is not as big. They do help with stuff due to the pandemic, because the increase in homelessness and loss of income has spiked since then. Now I guess I'll show a video.
Imagine waking up in a world where everyone had access to safe and secure shelter, clean water, health services and education. A world where communities are empowered with the knowledge to sustain themselves. Habitat for Humanity strives to build that world. A leading global not-for-profit, building homes in partnership with families both in Australia and overseas. Habitat for Humanity provides sustainable family homes, emergency response, water and sanitation facilities, and training. Building secure, sustainable communities and empowering them to thrive is the Habitat for Humanity mission. Habitat for Humanity is here, everywhere, working in more than 70 countries. From $2,500, Habitat for Humanity can build a home for an entire family. Every cent donated helps reach more families. Global Village is an international volunteering program that caters for all walks of life. Individuals, schools, or corporate volunteers spend a week helping to build a new home for a family. You can also help by giving a monthly donation, donating via your workplace, leaving a gift in your will, or supporting our appeals. Habitat for Humanity is building generational change to lay solid foundations for the future.
So to recap on what I said in the beginning, they have helped about 5 million people. They were founded in 1979 and they're a nonprofit organization. The video explained that a little bit deeper. Now on to their principles and goals and what they do. Habitat for Humanity's mission is to put the love of God or God's love into action. They bring people together obviously by building homes and helping communities find hope in that where there's really no hope to be found at the time. Their vision is to build a world where everybody has a place to stay and to have something over their head. Their main principles are, like I said, to demonstrate the love of Jesus, to help find shelter for people, and to advocate for affordable housing, to promote dignity and hope, and to support sustainable and transformative development. The impact that Habitat for Humanity has had has been very big. Like I said, they've helped 5 million. They help 5 million people a year, and they give people in need hope. Their goal is also to help increase self-reliance so that they're not always depending on others to help them. That is not what their job is to help. Their job is not to help those who can help themselves. So they want to promote self-reliance and help provide a stable household that a child can grow up in. Growing up homeless is rough on anybody, so they want to prevent that as much as possible. They also help to better those understand how to deal with finances and to save and what to spend their money on and stuff like that, so that they can be reliant on themselves. Like I said, self-reliance is one of their biggest goals in helping people form. They've helped about 29 million people find a home throughout the many years they've been around, and in 2019 they helped about 7 million people. Their focus areas are mainly the home construction, the building homes for others, and helping repair homes and stuff like that. They help provide affordable housing. They do not just help people who have had trouble due to natural disasters and stuff. They also build homes and are available to provide those to people for much cheaper than they would have been able to buy on their own. They also help build retirement homes and centers for elderly people who no longer can provide for themselves and cannot afford to stay in a more expensive retirement home. They help revitalize neighborhoods and revamp them. Older neighborhoods, neighborhoods that have many homes with lots of problems and stuff like that. For example, if they were to have like an AC that was broken or did not work well anymore, they would help provide something like that, a dishwasher, a dryer, just basic necessities. They build homes in many other countries with more than about 1.6 billion people across the globe who are homeless. They're just trying to be a light to those people. They want to bring that number down as much as possible, along with the help of others and many other organizations. Disaster response is also a big thing. Due to COVID, that's been bigger this past year, but they also help in hurricanes or tsunamis or just anything like that. They will come in and help areas that have been hit by a disaster. Financial education is also a big thing, as I stated before. They help educate those in the home ownership process and saving and spending and anything like that. How can you help Habitat for Humanity? You can donate, volunteer, partner your business, donate supplies, fundraise, and help restore goods for their shelter. Yeah, Habitat for Humanity is a nonprofit organization to help the homeless, those in need, and many others.